We're grooving here. That's right. Welcome. 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 Now to the KTNG Morning Show. Let's begin our day with a small prayer, if you will. Hands together like this makes you a slave, and the rest of this makes you a tax-paying idiot. More so in humiliation. Thank God for my early rise in the morning and good health. Also thank God for the opportunities he places before me, so therefore I may succeed at them at his bequest and his bequest wholly. To help those who cannot help themselves, and to show that self-reliance is a major part of your life at some practical era if you're still living as a contradiction to your own self. But more so, to show compassion towards our enemies, even if they deserve a patada and a culo. Yeshua, Jesus Christ, due the 227th heir to the throne of Jah himself, King Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari. Professor Nigel Daring, good morning. I had to get my phone fixed here, but live from YouTube and Facebook and on KTNG 860am.org, Unified Community Broadcasting, Talk Soul Radio of all of Colorado Springs and the world. Free Thought Radio, your pension, the KTNG Morning Show. And I'm looking for a gun. Yes, we are simulcast here on Facebook and YouTube, so you can basically join the conversation, people. Today's spits the conscious meatloaf. And when I say conscious meatloaf, I'm referring to many of you who are on YouTube. So therefore, please enlighten me with what kind of intelligence you may have at this particular point when I can run through you or run rings around you like Saturn. All right, come on. Anyway, if you're going to join the conversation on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, and support what we do here to bring out the news of the day. Many of you know this. Many of you don't know this. And many of you are thinking, oh, what is he talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Well, let's go back to 1974, shall we? Okay, 72, 74. Those 2 years were very tumultuous in America's history. Why? Why is this significant on Black Mystery Month? Why? Well, it's the reason because, one, that's when we started having what is known as an economic downturn. Turn down, downturn, it didn't matter what's so different. There was a great upheaval because people were so used to using cash. By the time the system of, say, credit cards was like reintroduced into, say, the Black community, that's when all hell broke loose. Excuse me. Anyway, as we are now 4 days away from what I've already said earlier was like, pretty much the shutdown of the government, it is due behind one thing, and that is a campaign promise that was made to many Trump supporters, many Trump voters. Now, this is a two-way story here that I'm about to drop on you. Because one, it's true, two, it's true, and three, I didn't write any of this. If anything, I'm going to sit here and laugh at the instances of the lack of intelligence from those who are like pretty much low brainers in this particular segment here. So, for all of you non-listed low brain knuckleheads out there, a round of applause for your own stupidity. Story one. First page, people. Where do I go with this? I swear. Okay. Let's go here because this sets this one. I'm going to set one up for you, so this way you understand exactly what's happening. Now, Washington Post. Millions of Americans could be stunned as their tax refunds shrink. Oh no, the earned income tax credit is gone. All the deductions that we used to have are now gone. They're now gone. Gone. Find out why. Millions of Americans filing out their 2018 taxes will probably be surprised to learn that their refunds will be less than expected or that they owe money to the Internal Revenue Service after years of receiving refunds. Okay. Forget about getting them rims. Forget about getting the party blunt pack. Forget about getting the beer. Forget about getting your cocaine. Forget about getting your new underwear. Forget about getting your socks, your rims, or any other ghetto tripe crap that you're going to buy with your refunds. And not invest in the soul community that you live in. I mean, come on, people. It's not that damn difficult. But then again, greed is greed in America. Now, people have already taken social media using the hashtag GOP tax scam to vent their anger. Who runs the GOP? The Republicans. Oh! But it gets even further. Okay? Let's see. Many blame President Trump and the Republicans for shrinking refunds. Some on Twitter even said that they wouldn't vote for cheeseburger again after seeing the refunds slashed. It's a moment of dollar. Everybody worship the dollar. Go ahead. Go ahead. Make that Skrilla. Go get that cash. Woo, woo, woo. God. The only reason why I'm smart enough to do this and so forth is because, one, I consolidated everything ahead of time. Because I knew this crap was going to happen. Anyway, the uproar follows the passage of the major overhaul in tax code in December 2017, which was enacted with only Republican votes. Okay? And is considered the biggest legislative achievement of Cheeseburger's first year. While the vast majority of Americans receive a tax cut in 2018, refunds are a different matter. Some refunds have decreased because of changes in the law, such as new limit on property and local income tax deductions, and some have decreased because of how the IRS has altered withholdings and paychecks. Okay, so for a cheeseburger to sit there and say, oh, we got the best in black unemployment, the best in Latino employment, the best in Asian employment, and la, and all that. Ernest Franklin, good morning. I read that op-ed that you had this morning, too. I read that. Yes. I want to thank the taxpayers. I want to thank the Republican taxpayers for being freaking idiots. The ones that are in blue states. And the rest of you guys that are sitting in red states right about now. You're furious right now that your so-called almighty white leader decided to screw everybody. As I had said before, the man is only interested in branding his name across this planet, therefore subjugating the rest of the human world, or the human beings, or those who fall short of humanity, those who fall short on their human being, those who fall short on their very souls, okay? You know, not only as living contradictions, but only as more or less like, you know, the dotards of the rest of society. It goes further down the scope of, like, you know, something that's a little less than protoplasmic. But, okay, I don't want to go too far. I just want to make sure that you guys understood. Now, for example, 39-year-old manager of Barnes & Noble's bookstore, and his wife works for the state government. They have 2 children. Prug said that he had no reason to believe the tax situation would change this year because he and his wife lived in the same house for years while their incomes have remained stable. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The rich got $61,000 per capita when it comes to their tax breaks. They got your refund. Now, that refund can be also contributed into this mire, or this, I don't know, I couldn't even call it a quagmire for that matter. I would call this a straight garbage mess all over the street, right? You know how it looks when people are too lazy to take out the garbage to the dumpster and they just dump it right there in front of the freaking apartment building? Lazy. Lazy. But then again, that's not none of y'all. Join the conversation, people. Join the conversation. Here we go. So Prue feels like it's been like a scam. Who did not vote for Trump? I did still get a small refund, but compared to what I was expecting from previous years, it was a shock. The average tax refund check is down 8%, $170 this year compared to the IRS reported Friday, and the number of people receiving refunds so far has dropped by almost a quarter. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that even if you didn't vote for Cheeseburger, as active as you can be in the election cycle and as active as you plan to be in 2020, to put more urgency behind it is almost more than anything that could possibly happen at this particular point. Now, what may happen to the money that the IRS has collected because of the new tax laws? Everybody thought they was going to get like this big booming refund. Oh yeah, go ahead, say that. Which is why I advise people not to pay their taxes until after 2020, when the new tax regulations can come in and straighten this crap out, because obviously this dotard that's running the country is running your life. And just as well as mine, we are all subject to the whims of our almighty leader. You know him. The man with the small hands. Small hands. The man with, I would say, who loves his prostitutes to pee on him. And I'm still waiting on that damn tape to be released in West Hollywood, you know, and if you ever go through West Hollywood, you would know why. Santa Monica. Anyway, also, your commander-in-chief, your monster-in-chief, cheeseburger. Yes, everybody loves cheeseburger. Especially when it's made out of, like, you know, conscious meatloaf. Anyway, so where does this go? Where does this go? What does this mean? It means that in 4 days, we are looking at a government shutdown, which means none of your IRS questions will not be answered at that particular point until the big 73-year-old baby quits having his freaking tantrum. For real. Axios, people. Keep it running. We keep it running. We keep it running. Axios, people. Bipartisan negotiations to strike as the government funding negotiations fall apart. Why? 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 Because this jackass wants to get in the American pockets of the poor and spend money as frivolously like he got a blank check. Practically does. Bipartisan negotiations to strike a border security deal and to keep the federal government open have broken down over the past 24 hours. Negotiations reached an impasse on Saturday, primarily over detention beds and international and interior enforcement, according to 4 sources familiar with the talks. Okay. This is coming from out of political as well as actions, but here's the main. Census King Good, good morning. What's happening, babies? What's happening? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, people. This whole rack and roll about, like, you know, just nitpicking this whole thing, because if Cheeseburger was $5.7 billion for his fucked up ass wall, how's he gonna get that money? Now, we've already seen one guy basically raise $20 million for the wall on GoFundMe, scammed the hell out of people, and ran with the money. This was an amputee vet, white guy, okay? So, don't get it twisted. Name one person of color that's ever did that crap who supports the freaking wall, okay? Come on, you can't find but for so few, and if they are, they're nothing but turncoat house niggas, straight up. Yes, even though I use a stated contradiction on such low-brained immaterial witnesses here. Anyway, as it goes on, I mean, come on, if this guy is not so walking his ass to impeachment, well, I don't know what is. Okay. But then again, you don't need me to explain that. I'm just offering an opinion here on the characteristics of somebody who thinks they're smarter than everybody else in the entire world, who brags about his ego. I mean, good grief. I mean, could you imagine Cheeseburger as an MC? He would get his ass beat just for even holding the mic. I'm gonna come into that, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, whatnot, because there's a lot of hip hoppers out there that are straight kids. All right. Anyway, negotiations reached an impasse on Saturday. Democratic negotiators offered a deal to their Republican counterparts, but Republicans are refusing to negotiate until Democrats take back their demand for a cap on the number of beds used for undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes. 2 other sources said. Undocumented immigrants who committed crimes, really. So you want to take away the beds. Okay, and let's see, GPA means the GPA, and anybody that's Democratic or Republican that has a stock inside of that venture capital company, it's an LLC, check it. And for the most part, it allows legal incarceration. Okay, so on both sides of the fence, both of these assholes are wrong. All right? Very unclear of what's next if the talks are dead. Cheeseburger is so dug in that he has only 2 options. Shut down the government again or use his emergency powers to get the money. Both options are horrible. The first would herald return to chaos, depleted government services and federal workers being deprived of pay. The second would mean an instant court fight and backlash from Congress. Obviously, government shutdown is not to our interest. Building a wall for $5.7 billion is not to our interest. Our infrastructure still looks like crap. Our parks are looking like bare minimum coming back together at some particular point, but eminent domain seems to strike fear and horror into the very livelihood of you riding around in your whip. You purling and whatnot, driving around and so forth in your whip. Not realizing that the gas is going through Native American, the gas and the oil that you need is going through Native American lands. Okay? So not only are you a sellout, but you're also helping perpetuate the stigma of a resource war. Okay? Which has been going on now for the last 20 some odd years. I've been saying this shit. All right? Obviously, y'all don't hear me though. Anyway. I mean, come on. The whole thing over border security is a joke. It really is. Okay, it really is. Border security is a freaking joke. If I can go to Tijuana, and if I can stand on, say, like the Mexican side of the wall, go to Home Depot, which is like right on the border, come through there, jump over the wall, and then and then wait for Border Patrol to come show up. I'm like, good grief, yeah. If I can dig a ground tunnel underneath the damn thing, then yeah. If I can ship my drugs legally through the airport as a common port or as a legal port, whether it's through shipping or through, say, like through the airport, then by all means, yeah. There are no dogs in the airport, and if there were, I put pepper in my shoes. Cayenne pepper, but you hot later if you start sweating. But the fact of the matter, the fact I'm trying to point here is this: it makes not only the United States look unpopular, but somewhere on the shit list of shithole countries, we're on the bottom when it comes to doing stuff for the communities of color, when it comes to law and the FOP, when it comes to, say, the security of our seniors, when it comes to, say, the even protection of our children, when you have some mass white terrorist idiot showing up in white schools and shooting up white kids. Why? Go to churches and you do the same thing. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because white supremacy fears its own future. It fears its own demise. It fears its own declination. Okay? And when it does, it acts like a little bubble and so forth, and little pockets just like beep, 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 beep. It doesn't explode all at once because these guys are basically unorganized. So here we are. Cheeseburger administration was moving on its own to fortify the southwestern border with thousands of active military troops. Some have already been removed, like in Nevada and California. They've been removed. Okay. The number of deployed troops on the Mexican border was set to exceed as high as 6,000, which reached around in November elections, but about 3,800 active duty troops were being sent to assist in the Department of Homeland Security's Border Patrol efforts. Why? Because there's a hiring. There's this skepticism of the hiring. Okay? They're not getting applicants. Oh, that's right. You deported them all. Nobody wants to do that job. I've seen a few black faces in it and so forth. I've seen a few white faces. I've seen a lot of Latino faces. Sellouts, house niggas, borderline white supremacists. Everybody working in the same damn pool. Isn't that funny? Just to stop this quote-unquote invasion. Really. I don't see any of these people coming up through, say, the border with guns, knives, grenade launchers, or anything of that nature. No, we are meeting these people with guns, knives, and grenade launchers. We're basically showing people how less of a humanitarian state we are. Robert, what's up? Good morning. Long time no see. Yo, that's right. That's right. I'm glad you guys are settled in and everything. Hope everything is going well. Hope it's going good. See, I can do this. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Senior officers are voicing great worries that the deployed troops are not conducting the missions and training needed for their regular missions, while other military units must now pick up the routine duties on behalf of their deployed colleagues. Reason being is because there is subterfuge on troops being sent to Venezuela. Now, unless people keep forgetting those 4 servicemen from the army that got bushwhacked in the Congo. Now we're fitting to do the same proxy war in Venezuela. What for? Because we have Guaido there. Guaido is nothing more than an IMF patsy. He's trained by the United States, people. We do this every time when somebody says, let's drop the dollar, let's run our own economy away from the world, let's do Bitcoin. Next thing you know, they try to kill Bitcoin down there because Bitcoin could have saved their oil industry. They have oil reserves left and right. Don't get it wrong. Vic McNewman, Wu-Tang, what's up? Woo! There. All right. Now, what kills me on this, though, is that it's a 50-50 deal which is sitting on the table right now. It could go either way. But to have Russia, the collusion of Russia into our elections, the collusion of Russia in the Congo, the collusion of Russia within the Atlantic belt, within the Atlantic core belt. I'm talking about Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, okay, Jamaica. We're talking about right around the Netherhorn, around Panama Canal, where China and Russia have built up small strategic bases. You don't believe me? Look at the shit yourself. If not, then I stand corrected. Okay, now, if you're going to start a proxy war in Venezuela, John Bolton is all for blood and guts. Cheeseburger is all for taking the oil, which is the same reason why you got this crazy crap going on in the UAE between Syria and Yemen. Get rid of these people out of there and so forth. We'll take up more land. We'll do exactly what Russia is doing, call land expanse. Draft up that because now we got more resources to look for more oil and increase our dependency on the fossil fuels. When a new Green Deal would save people thousands, if not tens of thousands a month. But no, the government is afraid of its own future. Anything with a word, anything that has a colored word to it, okay? Border wall, it has no color to it. It can get money. But a Green New Deal, no, we don't want that. Because it has color invested inside of its own name. It has color. Y'all don't see this, right? Okay, cool. Check this out. All right, now, since we're on that, Venezuela, they are, they're seriously trying to get it together. They're trying to get it together. But then again, we together here because we are so used to using the Monroe Doctrine to inflict manifest destiny at any cost. Now that we have the new Juan Crow, not Jim Crow, but Juan Crow, okay, we have what is known as a Latino, and we have a Latin diaspora. 3,000 kids and parents are separated, and yet still, we are so proud of ourselves for stopping illegal immigration. When the State of the Union address says we want more immigration, but we only want more immigration from where? Okay, where? Not here. Okay, not here. Okay, here. Okay, that's all that was. Come on, how many wolf tickets do you think it would take for us to to realize that this guy is nothing more than a charlatan and a grifter and a thief and a liar and a hook? Come on. Roxanne Shante even says that shit in her song. Come on, people. You're a hood, a crook, a liar, a thief. Straight up. For real. For far too long, the Cheeseburger administration has been tearing communities apart with its cruel immigration policies. Representative Lucio Robal Allard, Democrat of California, and one of the negotiators, who said on Sunday a cap on ICE detention beds will force the Trump administration to prioritize deportation for criminals and people who pose real security threats, not law-abiding immigrants who are contributing to our country, who are running away from the crap and mess that we made in Central America. The urban myth here, as told by Estacio Martinez, says the only reason why the light-skinned white Mexicans, the pochos, they basically come to America is because they want to get away from their brown counterparts. Now that their browner counterparts are like living right up on them, migrating towards that border because of the mess that you, America, made. Okay? And won't take no responsibility in, but we're trying our best, we're doing it so weakly. And then you have to have the nerve, you have the absolute audacity to set up a bar to where all of them know full well that your concerns of, domestic abuse, violence, murder, that sort of stuff can go out the window because it's not an asylum claim. Really? Really? That's just as phony, that's just as messed up as saying an off-duty cop shooting somebody for doing shoplifting. Yeah. Oh, that's real news, but You never heard that from me. Because you don't hear me, though. Anyway, the stupid thing here, people, the stupid thing here is this. Our political malaise here, all in one lump sum here. It reminds me of what people thought that the Electoral College was not rigged. I mean, come on. Let me speak to all of you hip-hoppers out there, all you true MCs, all you producers out there, all you real DJs, B-boys, hip-hoppers that define the culture of hip-hop left and freaking right. Cardi B wins Album of the Year. The bitch never stepped foot inside of a cypher once at all. Yet, it's not who she knew, it's who she blew. That's the industry. All right? Now that we got the celebrity garbage out of my freaking mind, all right? I want to make sure that you guys get this and understand it. We have a much bigger crisis coming within the next 4 days. Cheeseburger will have his tantrum. Again, I keep telling you people, he'll have his tantrum. Your tax money, whatever refund you think you're getting, that's going to the wall. You don't have to listen to me at all. Not at all. You got 5 billion other choices out there. 5 billion. And let's face it. I do this because this is my love. This is what I do. This plays second fiddle to nothing. Okay? Straight up. I'm not out there sitting up there watching YouTube all damn day, sitting at my girl's house who's taking care of me. No, I'm not having no bums rush for that crap either. My friends out here, they pretty much take care of themselves. As a matter of fact, I got to give it up to Colorado Springs. Y'all got some of the nicest people out this mug. The only problem is you have idiots out there, and you got a few idiots, and it's so funny. It's like the black crime out here is nil. It's damn near nil. Okay. Once in a blue moon, you get some disturbed Mexican basically doing a little crime here and there, but mostly it's just white crime out here. I'm loving it. Keeps me focused. Straight up, and it keeps me focused on the white crime that's going up at the White House. Come on, people. This is not White Castle reruns. But y'all don't want to pay attention to that. All you got right now is your nose up that dollar bill's ass right now because you're looking for your freaking refund. That's all you care about. Really? You care about your refund that bad, knowing that you're about to get robbed and your money going to the wall? If I call it now and this crap happens well before April 15th, I'm going to laugh at the majority of you on social media. And I will laugh hysterically. Already, they banned me from Twitter because I'm already insulting the cheeseburger as it is. But then again, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all like running around looking at word star drama, watching ignorance at its all-time lowest. Go ahead. Dumb yourself down into your own garbage. Make yourself dumb. Go ahead. I mean, there's plenty of room in the old folks' home for stupidity. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, that's right. None of you dumb bastards are going to make it past 60. Anyway. As it seems, people, we have 2 issues going on at the same time. Now, never mind the distractions of all the investigations that Cheeseburger is facing right about now. Never mind that. This is one distraction that is taking humanitarian results to a whole new low. We are not here to, pretty much save the Latino. No. Our country's here to get rid of it. We took New Mexico. We took Mexico from them. Perhaps maybe we can take all of South America, all of Central America, and make it into one hemisphere called the Americas. Shangri-La. That would give us more access to military bases. It would give us more access to world control. It would give us a new corporate world order unbeknownst to anything else. Yo, Victor, what's up? Good morning. I'll see that later. Next. Okay. For real, people. It's not anything of speculation. No, this is a perceived pattern that is happening right in front of your faces. And all of you want to sit there and say, oh, no, this is not heck. Bennett, good morning. Thank you so much. Cool. So, my question is this, people. My question is this. Now that we got a new Democratic Senate in there, and they're going after saying, like, homeboys, tax returns, you might find it quite interesting that there was money laundering on those tax returns. And therefore, getting an outside loan to prop your own, status, where you ain't building nothing, and therefore have that loan go in default and say you die within the next 50 freaking years, your loan is absolved. Really? I mean, if that's the only plan left for Cheeseburger, by all means, don't try and do that. Therefore, robbing the American public clean and dry. Wow. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that people are basically falling for this and they're watching this and they're not doing a damn thing about it. I consider it right to my congressperson, over and over and over and over and get no reply. Probably because of the language I use. And calling them a bunch of idiots right off the freaking bat. But then again, they are. You don't go into politics thinking that, that there are some things that need to be questioned. Lamont, keeping it lit. What's up? Here's what I find very strange, people. When Congress or the Senate basically starts their congressional hearings on a lot of crap, okay, they're going to basically just start picking through a lot of that stuff that's there. Okay, now, for example, AOC, she basically asked the questions that everybody's been wanting to ask for a long time. Guess what happened? She's basically, her popularity has made her the Trump of the Democrats. Because she's more popular. She's more popular than some flabby ass bastard who's got no more ilk for this country than what he can get out of it. Halfway point, people. This is the KTNG Morning Show. And of course, needless to say, YouTube, wham! Okay? You guys can go up there and, go on our site. Get yourself a mug, baby. Get yourself a mug. Facebook, get a mug, get a mug, get a mug. There you go. Oh, and also the new book, The Iron Tree, which is selling like hotcakes. That's right. It's coming through, people. It's coming through. Stories of trials, tribulations, and also success in getting from point A to point B and meeting very strange people. It's kind of like, a black version of Hemingway. Yeah. No, I don't compare myself to that. Anyway, The Iron Tree, Happy in the Big Bowl of Oranges, The Art of Eve are books that are now being sold on Kindle, so get your copy or read them free. Get your mug, show that you can actually help and support what we do here. It's also a good thing because then once it shows your support, you have a mug. That's right. Let's show that bad boy one more time. That's right. That's right. It's only pennies, people. Pennies. Oh, that's right. I gotta wait until you guys get a tax return so that way you can spend some money on me. Oh, that's right. But if it's down 8%, which is $170, 9 times out of 10, a lot of you people are going to be mad. Hopefully, you'll have enough money left over to buy a mug. Anyway, let's go to the second page. News. Okay. Our decrepit news episode. Yes, McNoodles. What's up? What's up? What's up? McNoodles. Michelle. Noodle Smith, what's up with your giggling self? I love it. All right. But that's, I mean, come on. That's pretty much like, what could you possibly ask for? Hey, come here. Work with me, dang you. All right, cool. Well, while we're waiting on that, we can pull up another one. Hey, come back here. There we go. YouTube. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the fact of the matter is this, people. Here we are, Black Mystery Month. And all we're caring about is, I don't know, let's say, history, present stuff, future stuff, that sort of thing. I do that all day. We do it every day, every moment in our lives is history in this country. Whether we're doing something in a poetic justice sense or we're basically doing something in a political sense. What about socio-political? Covers both ends of the spectrum, and it's a big spoon. It's a big spoon. Gio, good morning. All right, good Lord. Y'all and y'all craziness. Come on here. What's up with this bad boy? I love it. I love it when this happens. Okay, so we got some twisty things going on here, which means I got to go to my backup. Always got to have a backup, people. Let's see. We got a few stories here, especially one about the environment, people. Totally. About our environment. Okay, let's see. Study warns. Okay, let's see. Let's see where our ooh. Oh, ooh. Yes. There it is. Now, while we're all out there chewing on our fat back and our pork products from hell, calling all kinds of disgustingness, people don't realize that we have catastrophic environmental impact. Why? And I mean other factors to the worldwide decline of our ectomofauna. The review of its drivers, reports published in the Journal of Biological Conservation. Why is this important? Why is this important? Because the cost of honey will go up, or it may be synthesized from a GMO. Let's see, what other good stuff? Let's see. Without it, cows probably would not be feeding right, as well as your sheep. A lot of flowers, a lot of forest, a lot of flowers, a lot of the biomechanics that happen on this planet will go to, crap. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Insect biomass is declining at a staggering 2.5% a year, a rate that indicates widespread extinctions within a century. In addition to the 40% risk of dying out, a third of the species are endangered, numbers that could cause the collapse of the planet's ecosystems with a devastating impact on life on Earth. You don't care about that crap because it's all about bang, bang. Oh, let me get the next freak. Oh, how much money can I get? How well my whip looks good. And I'm not even in the damn video. Really? Okay. God, man, you got a clock watching video hose, man. Guys, get off of it. The report co-authored by scientists from the University of Sydney and Queensland and the China Academy of Agricultural Sciences looked at dozens of existing reports on insect decline published over the past 3 decades and examined the reasons behind the falling numbers to produce an alarming global picture. Its lead author, Francisco Sanchez-Bayo of the School of Life and Environmental Sciences at the University of Sydney, called the study the first truly global examination of the issue. While the focus of the past has been on the decline of vertebrate animal biodiversity, this study stressed the importance of insect life on interconnected ecosystems and the food chains. Bugs make up the 70% of the animal species. They go, we start to go. Okay? Don't go out and pick flowers. Let them bloom. All right? But we don't think about that. We don't think about, say, like looking at, like, the prices of the goods that you buy in stores right about now. All right? For real. It is just like unruly. But y'all don't want to pay attention to that. No, not at all. You want to run up on somebody else's house and so forth, so that way you will expect them to feed you. Because you mooch. The neighborhood mooch. The pariah. You haven't done shit for yourself other than just sit up and just be a waste of time. Blackface can't afford you no more. Sorry. You're done. All right? Anyway. That's kind of like, that's kind of like a very, very, very bad thing. Considering people that if we are to lose our biodiversity on this planet, then there's not going to be a need for anyone to sit there and say, well, the cows are dying, the horses are dying, dogs are dying, cats are dying, your pets are dying. Okay. Those what it should use to supply the biodiversity of this entire planet is being stripped by rainforest and, of course, corporate world order. kill off the lungs of the planet, we won't breathe. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're already drinking bottled water. Okay? So what's the next step in our evolutionary process here if we don't care about our environment? Okay? For all you nigglets, niggas, and half pints out there who ain't got nothing better else to do, stop cutting the grass for once. Let the bugs get in. But you don't want no roaches. You got roaches in your house, that's one thing. Show them the way out. Okay, if you got rats in your walls, obviously you got asbestos. Okay. Anyway, it looks like my stories are like all but conked out on me. Kind of bad, man. Kind of bad. I was reading them earlier today. How about Representative Cheney, who's dodging Trump jokes? Isn't that nice? Somebody that looks like, you know, with the last name of Cheney. Oh my God, is that his daughter? Well, she's a man that looks like a woman that's basically trying to dodge all those Trump jokes about Elizabeth Warren. That's kind of funny to me because it sits there and says that when you have like you have this, South American dilution problem here. Okay, here's Elizabeth Warren. She's got Native Indian, heritage in her blood. Back in the day, when there used to be, say, like a South American, Afro-American population in South America, they would infill it with a whole bunch of white people to thin it out. That way they would eradicate, say, the black problem. Pretty much the same thing what they did to the Native Americans. They picked up the white man, they picked up John Smith. John Smith has got his last name all over the freaking planet. All over the United States. So, of course, yes, Pocahontas had it going on. But here's the problem, people. Whoa. Sounds like fire. Oh, what? Anyway. And it sounds like, to me, like, it's almost like an irreverency to, like, trying to make sure that the Native American, the tragedy that happened on, the mass massacres of tragedies that happened to Native American Indians here in this country as a part of genocide, Western expansion, my ass. You expanded all right. Expanded yourselves into the ghettos that you tried to get away from. Representative Cheney dodges Trump jokes about Native American tragedies. How about this? Coming straight from Politico. Representative Liz Cheney, who looks like her dad or it could have been her husband, in a televised interview Sunday, dodged question about Cheeseburger's comments making light of Native American tragedies, despite representing thousands of Native Americans in her home state of Wyoming. As a part of an attack on Elizabeth Warren's past claims of Native American heritage, Cheeseburger on January 13th made light of Wounded Knee Massacre. I make light of the fact that Custer was a stupid fuck who got his ass beat. And I love that story, starring Errol Flynn. Saturday, following an announcement of Massachusetts Democrats' presidential campaign, Cheeseburger tweeted, "See you on the campaign trail, Liz," as seen as a reference to the Trail of Tears. The president also repeatedly called Warren Pocahontas. Such a bag. Come on. This guy's got about as much taste and as much, mannerism as I would say, this is even below Mussolini. This is even below Pol Pot. This is even below Maduro. This is even below Hitler. This is even below, oh my God, the man underneath all. Worse than Gandhi. Anyway. Oh my God. Hey, it works, doesn't it? Of course it does. Now, I gotta give it up for Black History Month on this one exception. It's one exception that proves that some people just basically don't like racism at all. Now, of all the states in the United States, racism and discrimination does have its little intricacies. But where could it be more apparent than, say, the South? Texas, Florida, Alabama, Kansas, Am I saying all these red states all of a sudden? Yeah, red states. Let's just put them as red states anyway. All right? They're racist because of their own demography. And if they see anything strange, then 9 times out of 10, they're going to get up and, like, try to get rid of it out of their town. And they turned these red states into sundowner towns, which means if you are a Mexican or black, you are not supposed to be in town past 6 o'clock. Yeah. I found this one story very, very interesting. Sportscaster was arrested. Okay? Sportscaster was arrested for tearing the word plantation off a sign at his gated Florida community. The man tore the word plantation off of his place of life, a place of living. That's crazy. That's not crazy, that's sensible. That shows that there is more humanity out there than a little bit. It also proves a point that there is no such thing as segregation in heaven, no matter how much your religion divides you from humanity. Okay? You can sit there and say, oh, there is only one. We all have to visit the one. Those who are basically working for the two, you can stay here. You can stay here. Only the bad stay here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I like this story for a simple reason because, one, it proves to the fact that, it basically proves a point that after a while, people come to their consciousness. This is a sportscaster. He's seen it all. A man who's seen basically sports turn from, all white to intercollegiate to damn near all black right about now. Longtime sportscaster Warren Wolf was charged with a felony for allegedly ripping the letters of the word plantation off the sign outside of his gated Naples, Florida community, according to records from the Collier County Sheriff's Office. Wolf, who popularized the term "Let's go to the tape," has been a critical voice of the name plantation at board meetings, and Wolf wanted the word plantation removed from the sign. Wolf, 81, was arrested, 81 years old. All right, my man. Senior citizens attacking racism, where black people fail to even get off their damn ass to do anything about it. All right? That's right. The political black caucus in Washington, D.C. hasn't done anything but sit on their asses and suck back on those damn neck bones and fucking whatever pork-related products they've been stuffing their asses with. Okay? A witness told police he saw Wolf standing in a fountain around the sign and pulling the letters off in November of 30th. Then on December 13th, Wolf drove up to the vehicle gate in a black Toyota SUV near the sign and handed the letter to the guard with instructions to glove the broken letters to the property to Grove. Who writes this stuff? Y'all got some. Oh my God! Come on, people. Come on. Learn to spell, or at least put it in context of it, with instructions to give the broken letters to the property manager. Now, officials say, with the Sheriff's Department asked Wolf about the letters on January 7th. Records showed that he refused to make a statement, but he turned himself in on February 7th and was charged with criminal mischief and over $1,000. He was released on $5,000 bond to let the county shows. Now, Wolf was a local sportscaster in New York and Washington, D.C., and announced Major League Baseball games and the Olympics for ABC. Now, here's what I find funny about this. Okay? Because here's an 81-year-old man, gated community. He only got a $1,000 slap on his wrist and $5,000 cognizance bond. Okay, that's all. Now, had that been me or you or anybody else, 9 times out of 10, we would have had our names strewn all over the media. It would have been like, oh, this is an assault on more, well-to-do people and blah, 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 blah. Okay? I love the fact that this guy was 81 years old and decided to remove the word plantation off of the front of the place and has argued about it for years and would know nothing with it. So he took matters into his own hands. I know telemarketing places to where the supervisors sit there with the word plantation in a phone room right then and there. Oh yeah, I went to apply for that job and saw that word plantation. I got up and left. I threw my hand up and saluted, and there was a few who saluted right back. Oh yeah. Sorry, I can't work in those fields. Nah. not even good. It's not even popular. Okay? So where does that lead us, people? Where does that leave us? What the hell? That has nothing to do with anything. Real. Well, anyway, bottom line is this, people, and there's all the reason why I'm putting this together in such a way, is that our taxes are subject and are going to be under executive emergency use. Now think about this. Think about this. We are 4 days away from a shutdown. Cheeseburger doesn't get his money. That money's got to come from us. Us who are paying taxes. I urge everyone not to pay their taxes until Cheeseburger is out of office. And the reason being because they can't put us all in jail. Maybe not in the same jail, but pretty much in a lot of the other jails. Okay? But if you miss a couple of years, that's fine. All you have to do is just sit there and say, no, I want to wait until the tax laws change, because if these fools are taking money out of my pocket and my exemptions are like, you know, completely like thrown away, then don't you owe it to yourself as a taxpayer to actually look at these sort of things? Come on. What else have your taxes been paying for illegally? Oh, that's right. The border. The situation, crisis at the border. What else have they been paying for illegally? Oh, that's right. Cardi B actually winning Album of the Year. What else did they pay for illegally? The mess that is now the GOP mess. What else did they pay for? Oh, that's right. They don't pay for infrastructure. They don't pay for police accountability. It doesn't pay for, your taxes don't pay for, okay, anything that righteously helps your community. Like Compton, $2.5 million and there's still potholes. Here it is, 4 years later, potholes. But if you come in there and you complain, or you go to somebody's church and whatnot, and they know you, then you can get your potholes on your street fixed. See how that works? It's not who you know, it's who you blow. Yeah. And many of you guys out there blowing chunks, even as we speak right about now, because you know your taxes has just been filed and you ain't getting jack back. So all the Cheeseburger's pockets. In those nice, fat, grimy little cheesy pockets of his. And as he says, like Nero fiddling while Rome burns, we only have this to say of Venezuela. Arm yourselves, because if you got Russia and you got the United States playing in your backyard, 9 times out of 10, a proxy war for resources won't be far behind. Maduro, pack your bags, bro. They got a clone idiot coming in to take your place. One that was trained by the United States and the IMF. So, what does that mean? Hell, if we can finish the Syria and the Yemen conflict and turn it into a humanitarian crisis, we can go in and rewrite their constitution, so this way we can get all their oil. This is all it's been for, people. 9/11 was just a Illuminati key signature for anything majorly catastrophe that has to happen in order for us to go out and do these things. The game of global domination has not stopped, and it won't stop in my time, and it damn sure is not going to stop anytime soon. So, what can we do in the meantime? Hold your politicians accountable. Enforce your right of invoking their right to protect this country the way it's supposed to be. Not by the imaginations or the skittling promises from people who only have a doctrine of racial superiority mixed in their political jargon. Okay? You MAGA hat wearing idiots. You supplicating Negroes. You malinchista Latinos. You banana boat Asians. All of you who are basically subscribing to this Republican garbage, you need to be shot dead. Plain and simple. The revolution can do without you. But then again, kiss asses come in bunches. They do. Just like freaking like a Congress of baboons. Okay, really. I'm seriously. So, in that particular sense, let's say good morning to everybody. Let's say good morning to everybody near that time. And once again, people, I have to acknowledge that you definitely have to make sure your politics is going to be straight. Don't complain if somebody that has not done anything for the hip hop community wins the greatest award of all time. When y'all fools don't realize who buys everything in the house, the woman does. The woman has 90% of the economy in your house. She breaks it off to the kids, and the kids go do what? They spend their money on this crap. Okay? While males are so busy out there jostling for, like, say, the street corner, which, needless to say, has seen more blood and more mucus than anything else, will be there long after you're gone. And if you're chasing that particular ideological dream of, like, this is my block, then you're stupid. You're a fucking idiot. I say that emphatically. All right? But if you're going to go out and remake the world, then you're a hero. Just because you treat people nice and them jackasses are assholes to begin with, it's not a reflection against you. It's a reflection on them. So, when you got those who want to sit up and comment and sit up and say stuff and have nothing to back it up with, then by all means, you're nothing more than the accident that I basically stepped on a day-to-day basis. And it's an accident for me to step on broken cracks in cement. It's an accident for me to step on dog crap. It's an accident for me to step on human beings who act less than humans. But I need a rug. I needed a front rug for the front of the door. I needed something to wipe my feet on. And I do that every day. Anyway, so if you're in fear of a total black planet, remember you still got a couple more decades before that happens. Now, good morning too, and happy birthday to Alan Cole. Free Kid Creole. All right, that's all I'm saying. Free Kid Creole. Quetzal Iza, good morning. The Groove Brothers, good morning. Mirage Charlton, good morning. Walter Wizwadi, good morning. Hakana Toon, good morning. Okay. Doc Dawu, good morning. Bernard Moore, good morning. Good morning. Michelle Noodles Smith, good morning. Vic McNewman, good morning. Robert Armoyo, good morning. Senseless King, good morning. Ernest Franklin, good morning. Professor Nigel Daring, good morning. Eva Santiago, Rich Fan, good morning. That's right. What's happening? Yo, Lyrical El Rey has a home here. Let's see. Anselmo Ferreira Santos, good morning. Matthew Crawford, good morning. El Champion Grime Time, happy birthday and good morning. Also, Aki Charlie, good morning. Yes, it's not who you know, it's who she blew. Tina Hightower, good morning. Okay. Let's see. Also, Ross Chicada, good morning. Luke Cage, Power Man, good morning. Nina Henderson, good morning. Stop being angry about your roommates. You picked them. Kevin Walls, good morning and happy birthday, belated. Heidi Gardner, good morning. That's right. Queen Zulu Heidi. Let's see. Also, oh my goodness. Glenn Covington, what are you doing? And why are you putting up pictures of women you don't even date? Let's see. Oh, Darius Modeweski, good morning. Also, who do we got here on the back end? Damn, I can't even get to the back end here. Oh my God, this is bad. Anyway. We got audio docs on Black History today, and I changed up the parameters of it. Anarchy Boog, Gaddy, good morning. Chuck Freeze, good morning. Hell yeah. Takuchi Nakako, good morning. You're always there. Anthony Mason, good morning. Let's see. I think that's LaShawn Clark Malloy, good morning and belated happy birthday. Angeli Marie Monet, good morning. Okay. Always. Materia Run. Matrea One, good morning. Deborah Coco Licious, good morning. Also around the world, let's see. Yuka Matsuda, good morning. Tanaguchi, you and Nate, good morning. It's a beautiful thing. Good morning to my people. Daito Eto, good morning. Domo. Let's see. Also, Shelly Carmenco. Z Damani, Gary Shab. Okay, good morning to all of y'all. Jamie Manton, good morning. Mark Ruff, good morning. Bridget Larkins, good morning. Oh my goodness. Archena Fernandez, good morning. Calypso, good morning. Okay. My people, Taekwon Moore, good morning. Sean Iqbal, good morning. Also, good morning to my people in China, Ni Hao. Good morning to my people in Nairobi. Your lost prince is still finding you. Also, good morning to, let's see, Adam Steinberg, Keisha Luz, Alan Cole, good morning and happy birthday. Also, good morning to Walter Jenkins, the man who remembers the inspiration for the funky booty. Okay. And also, good morning to everybody in Compton, Los Angeles, let's see, all the way around the world. My people in Kyrgyzstan, something like that. I'm gonna get it. Belgium, good morning. Let's see, also Bulgaria, good morning. Good morning to all my people out in the UK, France, as well as England. Good morning. Don't let the Brexit beat you. Okay. Also, let's free Kid Creole. All right, the man needs to come up out of there and so forth, but, you know, it's his birthday. Stasio Martinez, good morning. And last but not least, Geechee Dang, good morning. Jimmy Jazz, good morning. Luke Cage, Power Man. Okay, this is just not what I was expecting. Okay, but I can't say this much. I do thank you guys for coming through. It has been a wonderful joy to do this on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you're on YouTube, you can leave a comment, or like or subscribe, and I will get back to that at the end of the week. Now, if everybody on Facebook, they're watching at the exact same time with the simulcast going on, always remember, people, we can do better. Always can do better. Get out there, put a smile on somebody's face. It's the easiest job in the freaking world. I mean, come on. It's all God asks you to do. So that way you can be a little bit more connected to each other. And when you do that, you share your own inner happiness with another human being. That means only one thing. You're connected in humanity. So this throw out word of humanitarian issues and whatnot,